Just enter longs right now above this zone 211, above 211, and my target is right around 214. So let's see how this position plays out, and let me take you to trading view so that I explain my thought process and why I entered this position. Price made a higher low. This zone is a potential higher low. So this is like a double bottom. So price drop all the way down to this zone. This zone is like a double bottom. And since we are bullish overall, even on the daily time frame, we are bullish. So this zone potentially that zone should be a higher low. So a higher high, higher low, higher high. This should be another higher low for we to push all the way up to make a new higher high.
I've liquidated that position, so we broke the last higher low price made, so I liquidated it. These are the positions, and I added extra positions. So those extra positions I added on top, I closed at almost at break even on those positions. And this is for my large accounts, and then this is on my smaller accounts.
So on that longs we entered around this zone. We liquidated it, I think around here. I entered this long position around this zone here. So this was since Thursday, New York of Thursday, and we've been holding, and today is Monday. Today I had added another position around here. So potentially I see price going all the way up to 214. Yeah, so we're just holding. Let's see how this position plays out.
I liquidated those longs around this zone here. So basically what I saw was price was failing to break above this high. This is a daily high here, and we'll be consolidating around that zone. We are failing to break above. So this might be indicating that we want to drop a little bit or make some type of steep retracement before we continue bullish. So yeah, this is the position on my small accounts. You can see the both position. This is 12. And this is it on my larger accounts. So yeah, just to explain those two positions, we had one position here, right? That was the first position on the first clip which we held. So I held out to this zone. Then once we broke structure, because this was a high, then a higher low, then a higher high. So once we broke below this structure here, I closed this position. Then we drop all the way down. That was the second entry, the second clip, which we entered around here. So now on this recent position, you see that we are failing to break above this high here. This is a daily high. So that's why I liquidated that position around this zone.